Change is inevitable. And sometimes in life, it can be one of the hardest things to deal with. And this change could be anything. It could be a marriage, your parents moving in, or your sibling moving out. And these circumstances require you to reconsider your space, which is where we step in. With a host of designers and me, Juhi, we will help you transform your home and your life. Welcome to A Whole New World, your home show. Today on the show, we have a young man who's faced many struggles in his life with a smile on his face. And we hope to make that smile a little bit bigger.
Meet Varun Gogia. He is no longer as little as in these pictures. This is him now. Varun is 28 and lives in Deonar, Mumbai in this row house. He used to share a room with his sister, who is now married and has moved out, leaving Varun with their room all to himself.
My sister and I shared the room since we were little. In fact, she had her own room, but we chose to stay in the same room because we had just one AC in the house. And today that she's married and she's in Delhi, the room's all mine.
So the life change is clear. What's not is how someone who owns a row house not be able to afford more than one air conditioner. Something doesn't fit here.
About 15 years back, we faced recessionary trends which was hitting the market very badly, and it hit us along with other people. It hit us very badly. And I found myself at crossroads where my children were growing and I had family needs, other family needs, priorities which I had to cope up with. And there was no finance left to handle those situations.
And there was also a point where it came that we thought that there's no choice left but to sell this house.
और वो टाइम पे हम सोचने लगे क्या करें, जबकि मैं थोड़ा घर से काम करती थी, cooking classes ले रही थी.
My sister started taking tuitions for kids. She started working early in the hotel management industry. I pursued my hobby and sort of tried to convert that into a career, which is dance.
और तभी हमें बहुत खराब लगता था कि ठीक है, एक टाइम पे इतना अच्छी लाइफ दिखा के आज ये टाइम है.
I'm sitting with the Gogias, Mr. and Mrs. Gogia, Varun's parents. Are you excited about being on the show?
Very excited, yes.
Yeah? All right, so I know about your story, but things are much better now.
Yes, they are, definitely. Now I'm working as a full-time event manager. And dancing's just a hobby now, so...
Good. And you wrote to us.
Actually, we were the ones who encouraged him to write, because we felt that it was high time he had his space to himself and he enjoyed what he was always relishing and wanting to have for so long,
Okay, all right. So I feel that this is a good case and we are very eager to do up your room. And right now, I'm very excited to see what this room looks like. So, who's going to give me the tour?
Let's go. Let's see it. Yeah?
All right, let's go.
So this is it. This is my room.
When I first walked into Varun's room, there was shock and awe. What I saw was so much blue.
I think it was just something that became like a domino effect, and I like blue. Blue is my favorite color, so I thought let's paint the walls blue. And then I said, okay, since I'm doing that, I'll also get a blue bed sheet, and I decided to also wear a blue t-shirt, ironically, today.
I don't know if it's ironically. I think you still have a very, very close affinity to that color. Do you think that the room in the future you would like for it to be blue as well?
No, because I think because I've had enough of the blue and enough of the blues also.
Varun, I think it's time for us to finally take that first step into making your dream a reality, and we have the perfect person for the job. Architect Saket Sethi, who should be here any minute now. Hi Saket, how are you?
How are you, Juhi?
Hi.
Hello, Varun, how are you? Hi, my name's Saket, and I run a company called Archaeologics Design. I studied in California and set up my practice here, and I've been lucky to do some work for big clients like Aditya Birla Group and Bollywood celebrities like Raveena Tandon and Shilpa Shetty.
What would you think you would want to do with the room?
Well, I want to start with this area over here, the window. I think he's got this beautiful row house and a lot of greenery.
Right.
But there's really not a lot of focus outside, so we want to make the room a little bit bigger. So probably just drop this down a little bit, create a planter box and a rail, just the first effect of opening up the room, and then we have a lot more things that we can do.
So he also wants a lot of storage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we have a lot of height here, so we want to be clever about that, and we can shift a lot of the storage into those areas that are not being utilized. And I think open up the floor space, because I think the bed occupies a lot. So maybe our solution is going to be just this clever bed thing, which you'll see when it's done.
Wow. So you already have some ideas.
I do, absolutely. Who's your biggest influence or inspiration?
Music is very important to me. In fact, Michael Jackson is a big inspiration. And I sort of learned how to dance by imitating him and watching his videos.
I think we would keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So would you suggest that we go ahead and do a little bit, help you out a little bit?
Absolutely. I think it might be a good idea for you to go into the market and see the things that you like and dislike. So we can start with that. And I have stuff to do in terms of getting the drawings ready and looking at the design inspiration boards. So I'm going to start that.
All right.
See you soon.
Come.
See?
Welcome to Color Rotation Paint.
This is Varun, I'm Juhi, and we're doing up his room right now in a whole new world. His room is currently absolutely and completely blue, and we're looking at changing that around and making it a little softer and lighter. So
it's really interesting. They have some amazing concepts and some really good options. And the textured finish was something that I was sort of drawn towards.
Since you were interested in our fabric finish textures, you can take a look at this. This is our new range of textures called Royal Play Textile.
Okay.
We have 6 finishes in this.
Okay.
And to go through more finishes and color options, I'll show you the catalog.
I think this is the color that seems most interesting.
The grey over there?
Yes, yeah.
But just as Varun selects the color for his room, Juhi gets a text message.
Varun, I'm terribly sorry, but we're going to have to cut this entire process short. I've just got a text from Saket.
Is everything okay?
He says that there's been a change in plans. So when I got that text from Saket, I decided to have a little bit of fun. Because Varun is so calm and composed, I decided to ruffle his feathers a bit. I have to go and meet him right away because he says that we can't... I don't think we can spend the entire day shopping. And to see his face fall like a ton of bricks, I think was the highlight of my day.
God, that's the plan, and that's the reason I took the day off.
He doesn't want us to do that because...
No, don't do this, Saket, don't bail out on me. To back out at this moment would have been really disappointing because this has really become a dream now, and I'm really looking forward to it. So.
He wants me to come and shop with him for you because he wants to surprise you. So I'm going to have to go and do this by myself.
I'm really worried over there. It's good in a way because I have a hectic schedule and it sort of makes it just perfect.
Okay, so I don't think we should waste any more time. We should go ahead and do what we do best.
Sure,
right?
Let's do it.
So I know that you wanted a room which was very zen and serene and sort of very calming, but I actually feel that what you need is a burst of color. So in imagining a concept for Varun's room, I kept thinking about how Varun is such a muscle car junkie and loves his Mustang GTs and his Shelbys and is very inspired by this collection of cars that he has. So I thought it'd be great for his bed to be inspired from sort of the car detailing, and we chose a silver Duco for the bed. And the headboard has these pleats, but the central portions of the headboard are inspired by car seating. And you can see the crisscross detail is picked up from one of the Mustang GTs. The backboard of the wall essentially is just exposed brick because we didn't want too much to interfere with this design detail. And some of the random shelvings you see are for his car collection, but he could change it and do other things with it later. And you'll see in the far corner we have a large mirror to sort of again amplify the amount of light in the room. And the framing sort of reflects the same detail we have on the quilting of the car detail, which is on the headboard.
But if we recall correctly, Varun wanted a music-inspired room.
Music is very important to me. In fact, Michael Jackson is a big inspiration.
Something not in sync here?
Varun likes music, Saket is giving him automobiles. But Varun is happy not to be too involved in the entire process because of his hectic work schedules. And Saket is only too happy to surprise him, which seems to be the only consensus. Which is why I step in and become the balancing factor and play devil's advocate so that Saket gets his work started. Hey Saket.
Hey Juhi, how are you?
Good to see you. This is Gopal Bhai, our contractor, and this is where it all starts.
Yeah, so we have this big transformation with this room, and we're going to start.
What do you and I do in the meanwhile?
We have a lot of stuff to do. We have sourcing to do. We have more details to look at, so we can start that out.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Saket, I've been so excited about today because home shopping is something that I really look forward to. And I just want to know, where are we going to start from? What are we doing first?
So I have my list right here.
Okay.
You know that we started the civil workout. I've ordered the ply.
Right.
I have a fantastic idea for the ceiling. And I can do the flooring by myself.
Right.
But I really need another pair of eyes on the accessories.
Super. I think we should go and take a look right away.
Great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Nobody's ever seen anything like it, and I'd like to do that for Varun.
Hi, can I help you?
So I'm Saket. I'm actually looking for a fan for a client, and this is the piece that really caught my fancy.
Yeah, sure. This is an interesting fan, one of the best pieces that we have. The beauty about this fan is that it has a light, a fan, and it can go at different angles, so it can cover a wider span.
So both the fans can be adjusted?
Yes, the angle of the fan can be adjusted.
With the fan sorted, the lighting for Varun's room is what needs to be worked on next.
So I'm leaning to the ship lights for Varun's room, sort of masculine.
That one over there?
Yeah, I like that actually, but the thing is it comes out too much and it's a small room.
Yeah.
So I really thought that the ship lights would give a sort of very unique masculine and sort of eclectic look to the room.
Saket's the boss. So lights chosen, order placed, and the team is out of Animos. Next up, a visit to Oma.
What exactly are we going to look at here?
So we're looking at accessories today. We need a full-length mirror for Varun, and we need some other accessories for the room. And there's a lot of mirror and glass related items here, so I think we'll be good.
Okay, let's look around at this sparkly stuff here.
Perfect. I've been looking for something to complement the room, and I think these frames will just work perfectly at the color story.
When you said mirror, I actually had something like this in mind, so please tell me.
Exactly. I think we should do this more often because we're on the same things every time.
Okay.
The basis for this mirror is that I wanted something classic and I wanted a bit of detail. I wanted to expand the room, and this is coming near the window. You remember we have not so much light.
Yes.
And we're going to do something clever in the way that we install it. So you'll see that on site.
So we're done with lights, we're done with fan, we're done with the mirror. What's left?
So we have flooring left, and we have a huge day for furnishings, remember? We're going to take out the whole day for that.
All right, so and you will keep going back to the site?
Yeah,
to check in on the work.
part of the ball game. So it's going to be on no matter what.
So let's head up.
All right.
So it's been a really eventful day. Saket has great taste. He knows exactly what he wants. So there was no wasting of time. We looked around, he honed in on what he wanted, and he went for the kill.
Meanwhile, on site, the progress has been steady. Saket's brick wall is underway, and even before the wall is ready, the ply from Century arrives.
ये आपको पीला लग रहा है मैं आंधा हूँ क्या? You know, I have to micromanage and supervise. There's no point. I only come and sit here and do it. You're not gonna. How are you going to, tomorrow night you want to shoot the final?
carpentry work in Varun Gogia's room is in full swing. The task is to achieve the paneling on the ceiling as in the sketch.
इस काम में लगभग 5 दिन लगेंगे. काम बढ़िया है, टाइम भी लगेगा. चलो जल्दी जल्दी काम निपटा लेते हैं.
So the ceiling work's already started and I haven't finalized the lights yet. So my goal today is to make sure that I go through these catalogs from Havells and pick the lights that I need. Varun mentioned that he wants a very peaceful look in his space, and I think we can achieve that by doing a combination of lighting, and I think we've got the perfect kind of lights in this catalog here. So what I'm going to do is create a variety of moods with just a flick of a switch. The lighting that we're looking at is very simple and recessed, and the switches that we're looking at are also incredibly simple and very zen-like. We're using whites, and we're going to be using eco-friendly LEDs and strip tube lights in the simplest way possible, but the effect is going to be clearly quite dramatic. So today is a big day. We've got the look of the ceiling in place, but we don't have a flooring yet, and neither do we have the furnishings in place, so that's where I'm headed right now. I'm here today with Vinod, who is the man at Symphony, and he's going to help me source the flooring and ceiling material that I'm looking for Varun's room. These are stunning too.
Absolutely a new range. It's the hammered collection.
Right.
Hand finished and hand oiled.
But these are uneven, must be hard to maintain.
It's fairly very easy to do. Just wring your mop dry and wipe it clean. That's just about it.
Now this is close to what I'm looking at. I want to use flooring on the ceiling, and I wanted something that was something very earthy and rustic and not too dark, so the room doesn't appear small.
Saket and Vinod shortlist a second flooring option for Varun's room. This one will actually be used on the floor.
And I think this is perfect because it is not too dark. It's got a lot of character and it wouldn't be very difficult to maintain. I'm happy to say that we found what we were looking for Varun's room.
Well, as you can see, this room is quite a mess, and I've been sort of confined to live here. There's clutter everywhere and it's messy all the time. But when I see what's happening in the other room, in my room, I just feel really blessed, and I thank my stars for what's going on. I couldn't have really done this on my own. There were a lot of things that were pulling me back, my financial condition and various other reasons. And I'm just happy that this is happening.
So I'm really excited and happy. A lot of the work is progressing just as I wanted. I've ordered my ceiling, I've ordered my flooring, I'm done with that, but I'm tremendously late. I'm running late because I have a special date. I need to go meet her right now.
Madam Ji, am I late?
Oh, hi, Saket. Actually, don't worry about it, because Surprise has let me open a tab in your name, and I'm going to take some time looking at stuff.
Great, expensive date.
That way.
Hi, Nirav. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hi, Nirav. How are you?
Should I take you around?
Please do.
Without wasting a single moment, the team goes furnishing hunting. Except Juhi gets a bit distracted.
Clearly, pink is my favorite. Pop-up color.
Yo, Juhi, are you done buying out the entire store?
Well, almost.
Because if you're done, we can go and buy Varun stuff now.
Of course, we're here to work.
You need some help carrying that?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I just want to know, have you come up with any shortlists?
Yes, Nirav and I have been working at shortlisting a bunch of things. Very excited about the chair.
Okay.
And the chair is sort of the anchor of the story, because what I envision for Varun is this sort of racing / king chair, because he loves cars.
If you thought this was going to be a simple chair, think again. This chair had racing stripes on the backrest, a grey leatherette for the seat, a third texture altogether on the armrest. And Surprise Home is going to custom make it. Seems like Varun has hit jackpot. And that's not all. The headboard, the piping for the pillows, the bed sheets and all the rest is also shortlisted here.
Saket, what's next?
So the final component, we need blinds for the room, and I have the most amazing set sorted. Can you see the gradation in these 3 blinds of the same design? There's a darker and then a grey and a white, and
Very
don't you
nice.
just love them?
There's just one teeny problem.
What?
What teeny problem is that?
That's the budget.
Come on, Nirav.
No, I know it looks great, but it's just a fairly expensive fabric.
But the look needs it.
And before the team knows it, what seemed like a peaceful day shopping suddenly turns dramatic, with Saket's requirements pushing the budget limits.
As a middle point, I have an ace up my sleeve, which is this.
Okay.
It's a cheaper fabric, and the gradation that you want in the colors is already built in, which means we don't need to make it from 3 different fabrics. We make it from this one fabric.
All right, Nirav. Since you've been so great with everything else, you know what? This really isn't a bad option. I had my heart set on that, but I think this will work really well too.
You're good with this?
Yeah, I am actually.
So we're done with home shopping.
That's right, we are.
Oh, fabulous. Nirav, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you again.
See you soon. Bye.
ये आपको पीला लग रहा है मैं आंधा हूँ क्या? Like, you know, I have to micromanage and supervise. There's no point. I only come and sit here and do it. You're not gonna. How you gonna? Tomorrow night you want to shoot the final?
The team has been working tirelessly to help Varun achieve his dream. But will Saket be satisfied with the pace and quality of the work? I'm at Varun's 15 days into the project to find out.
Hi Rahul, how are you?
Fine.
Anil, how are you? Nice to meet you. So I'm here today with Finesta, the window experts, and I'm looking for options for a 2-track, 2-pane window for Varun's room. And Finesta is going to give me some options to finalize it.
We have got a brochure for you.
Great, thank you.
Which has got a various options in it, which you can browse through.
Now this is perfect. I was looking for a dark brown frame.
Okay, that's perfectly alright, sir. This is the 3003 sliding window, which is into the walnut finish. And even we have got the sample of the same for you to look at.
I really like the finish. This is wonderful. I think we should order this right away.
Sure, sir.
Hello, Saket.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm just hanging around. I found out that you've chosen the windows.
That's right, it's done.
Yeah?
We're all set.
Okay, so now I have a bit of a surprise for you.
Another of your famous surprises.
Yes,
what
another
kind of surprise is this one?
Famous surprise. Do you wanna take a guess?
No, not really.
Fine, then follow me and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Gogia.
How are you?
Good. Okay, so I was just telling Saket that you and I have a trade-off, that if I allow you to put a tribute to Varun in his room, something completely special for him, then you will make a portrait of me.
Ah, yeah, okay.
And
Yeah?
there's a second part to that too, mine included as well.
One more?
Fine, we can always discuss this later, right?
And so what do you think that Varun would really enjoy?
Varun was madly in love with dancing and music. So I think some kind of a icon that can reflect both the things in one picture.
So I've been incredibly moved by what Varun's father wants to do for him, and I have been working on this project from day one, keeping in mind that this is a personal statement for Varun. So what better for a father to provide something to a son in his room? Stop. So this is your canvas. We're not doing it the way everybody else does art, which is on a canvas, on a wall. We want it to be something that's built into the story. And what I want is something on this that when Varun closes the door, it's with him all the time in a non-traditional way.
That's very interesting. Do you think that'll work, Mr. Gogia?
Yeah, of course.
हाँ वरुण वो एशियन पेंट्स वाले आए हैं.
When my mother called to tell me that the Asian Paints guys have arrived, I started to have second thoughts about the grey that I'd picked. It was a dull color. I don't want it to be another mistake like the blue.
Hi guys.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. Saket और मैं room को check करने आए थे. It's so nice to see you here. What a surprise.
चेक कर रहे थे यार कि कैसे लग रहा है.
Okay.
अभी तक तो अच्छा है.
खुश हैं अब तक?
या बिल्कुल.
Okay, super, very good.
But साकेत आपसे एक बात कर रही है.
हाँ जी, बोलिए.
वो एशियन पेंट वाले आए ना, तो मैं वरुण से बात करी तो उसको थोड़ा वो आपने देखा ना पहले भी ये ब्लू कलर सब है, तो वो ग्रे के लिए थोड़ा वो हो रहा है कि कैसे लगेगा, मैं करूँ नहीं करूँ, लाइक
थोड़ा उनके
माइंड
शिफ्ट हो रहा है.
Apprehensive
अभी
ने
तो
बोला.
फाइनल हो गया है, सब पहले बोलते तो फिर उसके लिए कुछ कर सकते थे.
Might be a little too late for that.
ठीक है. तो मैं
Mrs. Gogia, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. We were just trying to tease you a little bit. And
Like no changes. Done.
all right, so another thing that I wanted to tell you is that इस entire project को खत्म होने में सिर्फ 5 दिन बाकी हैं. So what I want you to do for the 5 days is not come here again. You are banned from this room. We should leave this room.
We shall.
This way. Saket, are you ready for the lockdown?
I am.
Let's do this. With that, my work here is done.
And mine's just beginning. This is a quarantine site till the final makeover.
The Gogias may be banned from Varun's room, not the workers. Asian Paints must now rush to finish a complex paint job, while Finesta, the window experts, arrive with noise-reducing windows for Varun's room. With just 5 days before Varun's new room is to be revealed to him, the workers are feeling the pressure. From the painters to the carpenters to the upholstery experts, things are all happening at the same time. Just when things seem to shape up and fall into place, Saket makes a site visit. And things are suddenly not so bright.
ये आपको पीला लग रहा है? मैं अंधा हूँ क्या? The concept was supposed to be that whatever the flooring color is going to be done in the rafters. Like, I have to micromanage and supervise. There's no point. I only come and sit here and do it. I'm going to read. Are you recording all this? No. How are you going to, tomorrow night you want to shoot the final?
The only one unaffected by the panic inside is Mr. Sunil Gogia, who is peacefully painting his tribute to his son.
Varun, are you ready for this?
Yes, absolutely. Let's go.
I want to welcome you to your whole new world.
Oh my God.
And today is D-Day, where we finally reveal Varun's room to him. Varun, how are you feeling?
Very excited, anxious, nervous, and I just can't wait to see it.
I just want to know and answer me very honestly. Did you sneak in a look?
Honestly, I did want to sneak into my room and see what's going on, but the past week or so, it's been under complete lock and key. I've, as much as I wanted to see it, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't see it, and now is when I'm just waiting, dying to go up there and see what's going on.
We're going to go up in just a minute. Saket, I believe there were some hurdles that you had to cross.
What
and
hurdles
take
are you
out.
talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really? That's not what I heard.
ये आपको पीला लग रहा है? मैं अंधा हूँ क्या? चुप रहिए 2 minutes. Like, I have to micromanage and supervise. There's no point. I only come and sit here and do it.
Oh man, everything was off yesterday. We knew it was 1 day to go. We needed to get everything together. And every agency was sort of on top of the other agency. People that were supposed to vacate and clean up their work sooner were still trying to complete their work. Finishes were not up to the mark. Instructions were not followed clearly in spite of samples being approved by me and me chasing them down. Sometimes contractors goof up, sometimes we miscoordinate certain things, but the idea is to get it all together. Some strong words, there were some incidents on site, but it was all productive and to a good end.
and you seem very zen-like and relaxed, which means
I'm done. I'm done.
very
So
confident in what you've done, and I
very
can't wait
happy.
to have a look at it.
I'm very happy with what we've done. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the moment of truth. Are you ready to go and see your room?
Let's go, let's go.
Saket, let's do this.
Before we show you his room, let's remind you of Varun's story. For 15 years of his life, Varun Gogia lived in a room with peeling paint, a depressing shade of blue, and windows that were held in place by a piece of rope. With his sister getting married and moving out, for the first time in many years came Varun's chance to call this room his own. Will this be Varun's dream transformation?
Varun, are you ready for this?
Yes, absolutely. Let's go.
Rip it off then.
Come on, Varun. I want to welcome you to your whole new world. Woo!
Oh my God. Don't mind. Wow, look at those lamps. Wow. No way, this is crazy. Oh my God. This is insane. This is absolutely insane.
You know, I thought you'd be happy with this, but I think you've crossed my expectations.
It is out of this world. There is, wow, look at those lights. Look at those lights. There's a surprise in every little corner. Everything about this room is out of this world.
I could spend another half an hour just watching you clean up.
Oh my God, look at this. This is crazy. Oh, look at that. And the flooring. This is not my house. Okay, alright. Oh, wow.
I was just anxious to see how Varun would react, and he was so sweet. When he walked in, he was just grinning so much. He kept smiling really wide at everything. And every 2 minutes, he'd be like, oh, wow. And he'd discover something else, and he'd go, oh, wow. And he kept finding new things in the room, and he was just so excited.
That's insane. Oh my God. This is insane.
Yeah, I'm pleased, obviously. We put a lot of energy into it. We're pretty sure about what the design was. But you never know till the client actually experiences it.
You know, I thought you'd be happy with this, but I think you've crossed my expectations.
I think he's in shock.
I'm in shock. Like, I cannot believe it. Wow, look at those lamps. Wow. Everything about this is brilliant. Look at those lights, yellow lights. There's a surprise in every little corner. Is this really my room? Everything, the bed, the wardrobe, the flooring, the paint, the French window, the chair, everything is just perfect.
We put a lot of hard work into it, and I just wanted him to feel happy and have that space that he's dreamt about, and so I'm very satisfied.
You know, Varun, you'd mentioned that you wanted a lot of music in your room, and I was wondering when you're going to actually come up with this, because we've put a lot of cars and we've given you everything that you wanted from the automobile industry, but not so much music. So aren't you a little upset with us about
there's
that?
one thing that I noticed over there, which is absolutely awesome music.
There's more than one thing.
There's actually more than one thing, like Saket said, but for that,
Okay.
we would like your father to come and join us. Mr. Gogia, can we have you join us, please?
How do you like all this, huh?
It's awesome. Out of this world.
Okay, for all that you've done for me and all that you've meant to the family, I have a small surprise which you are not yet aware of.
Okay.
Ready to see it?
Yeah.
After all these surprises you've already seen?
Wow.
That is stunning.
That is insane.
I thought this is very iconic of you. Music and dance.
He is iconic. This is absolutely awesome.
You weren't
Thank
expecting
you.
this, were you?
Thank you so much.
Good job! Good job!
Sweet, you guys.
I've always wanted to do something for my son. Varun, I love you. And here's my little bit to show you, you mean the world to me.
I actually wanted some of his art in my room, but
I know,
he's
we've been
gone
talking
beyond.
about it.
You know, this is not complete without Mrs. Gogia.
Okay?
Yes, of course.
जूही मैं कब से वेट कर रही हूँ आप मुझे कब बुलाओगे
You're most welcome, Mrs. Gogia.
Lovely, वरुण, कैसे लग
Transformation
रहा है?
is awesome.
मेरे को तो I'm so happy एकदम हम लोग सोच रहे थे तेरे लिए कुछ ऐसा होना चाहिए लाइफ में but you know I'm really okay.
And for our viewers, you could get lucky too. Good Homes, a whole new world contest. Our question for the week is, the design for Varun's room is inspired by his love for A. Music, B. Fast cars, C. The color blue. Type home space A, B or C and send in your entries to 56388 and you could win a 6-month subscription to Good Homes Magazine India and a gift hamper.
So there you have it. From sharing a room with his sister to living a life surrounded with a depressing shade of blue, Varun finally has a room to call his own, designed exactly to his taste. Today has been a very special day for us, and with this we come to the end of the very first episode of A Whole New World, Your Home Show. For any further updates, all you need to do is log on to www.ndtvgoodtimes.com/homes. I'm Juhi, and I will see you next week, same time, same place, to spread some more magic. And now we need to party. Right?
In the bar. Inaugurate your bar.
I'm thinking movie and some snacks and some...
Very vegetarian, thank you.